28 days, 2 times your body weight in protein. Let's talk about why I did it and what exactly happened over this month. Let's get it. So we all know protein is the building block of muscle, right? That's all we hear as soon as you get into any sort of fitness, as soon as you start the gym. You gotta eat protein, you gotta eat protein, you gotta eat protein. Then as you start getting involved and you start getting further and further into it, there's too little protein, there's too much protein, and then there's this gray area. So I never really took the time to learn what was what. I've done keto, I've done high carb, I've done low carb, but on keto, I did an actual medical keto, which is very low protein, and I had great success with it as far as weight loss, toning up, all that stuff. I've never done a really, really high protein. I never really needed it, or so I thought. So, lessons learned here. I wanted to do this science experiment. I wanted to see what exactly eating over 300 grams a day at 177 pounds was going to do to me. And I had a month off there. My show got canceled. So all that prep kind of went out the window. I didn't really have a goal. And I said, you know what? I look good. I feel good. Why not try this now? And let's bring the results to you guys. So number one, feeling full. Now, I've never had that many calories and consistently looked and felt good for 28 days. Usually you gain some weight, and my weight went from about 177 to 179, but it would fluctuate here and there in that range. So it would depend on what I did the day before, as far as activity-wise. Some days, you just do more than others besides the gym and besides fitness, because there's no gym right now. But so I was eating about 2,500 calories a day, 300 grams of protein or more, 260 of that coming from whole food. 240 of that coming from whole food, 60 or more coming from a protein shake, and then sometimes I'd have a protein bar here and there. But what you have to understand is protein itself is more metabolic than any other macro. And what I mean by that is protein, whatever you digest in protein, about 30% of that gets used just in digesting it. Because of everything that it's built, all the aminos in it, because of the way our body uses protein for every single function in our body. Recovery, organ function, brain function, just your immune system needs protein to be able to fight infections and fight inflammation that's going on throughout your body each and every day. So right there, you burn about 30 calories for every 100 calories of protein you take in. Or every 100 grams, you burn 30 grams just digesting it. So right there, that caloric load is less overall. But at the same time, when you're digesting it, your body's burning energy. So you're already ahead of the game. On top of that, you're eating so much protein that your carbs just naturally come down. So I was eating, like a high day would be like 150 grams of carbs. Regular day was about 120 to 130. And then there were a couple low days in there where I just had a lot of veggies and not many complex carbs. So that was amazing to me. I felt full all the time. I wasn't gaining fat. I was looking and feeling sharp, feeling good. And that is incredible. 2,500 calories is a lot of calories to be able to maintain on. And hopefully we'll get more than that in these upcoming months. Number two, my energy levels. Energy was always there. the whole month, right from the beginning. And I was consistent with my macros and everything. Like I said, I was dieting for a show. So I was really, really consistent with all my food, with all my macros coming into that month. But my calories shot way up. My macros changed significantly. And yet my energy levels got better. You know, I don't know if it's the fact that the calories shot up or the fact of just that protein number shot up, because let's face it, I mean, we feel good on carbohydrates, but they can drain us sometimes. So, but like everything else, an object in motion stays in motion. And going back to number one, when your body is constantly digesting that much protein, you are constantly burning calories. You're biologically moving all the time. And that burn of calories gives off energy. That's something that I could tap into at any time, and it felt wonderful. Oh, it felt amazing. Number 3, body composition. Now, I genuinely expected to gain some weight. I was looking at probably going from about 176 or 175 to probably about 183, 185. That would be my typical on 25 to 2,700 calories. Instead, I went from 175 to 177, and then I would bounce around from 177 to 179. I felt full, like body-wise, muscular-wise. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say you just feel fuller. In a shirt, you just feel better. I felt stronger. I would have loved to be able to test that out in the gym. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but I was doing more push-ups, more pull-ups, more burpees, more squats and lunges and all of that. Again, going back to number 2, with plenty of energy in the tank, with just enthusiasm for it. And I had much more capacity. I felt like I was able to do more push-ups and not tire out or recover that much quicker, which makes sense when, going back to number 1, protein itself helps with recovery, helps with your immune system and inflammation. All these things that we do in the gym, we break down muscle, we need to recover. By breaking down muscle, we usually inflame certain areas. Inflammation, recovery, immune system. So all of these 3 things played a huge factor in this month being a complete success. I would highly, highly, highly recommend go out there, get your protein sources from Whole Foods, first off. Supplement, because it is a supplement. It's not meant to be primary. Supplement with a protein shake. Supplement with some protein bars, just to get those calories up there. And see what works for you. This whole thing, your body is a science project. Nutrition is a science project. So go out there and test some theories. Take the time. Take 2 weeks, take 3 weeks, take 4 weeks, and just be consistent with it and see how your body responds. For me, I will definitely be going back to a high protein diet, maybe even more, because I would like to see what my ceiling is on that. I would like to see at what point, how much protein I can take in, how high I can get my calories before it starts affecting me, before it starts to become detrimental. So, I hope you took something away from this video. I hope you go out there and try something, whether it be high carb, high protein, carb cycling, keto, high fats, whatever the case. Go out there, take a month, and just give it a shot. Try something new. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.